everybody. Welcome to the second night at Westside Camp up at Olympia High School. And tonight we have a full night of interviews. We are going to start off with Gates Chilai and the new head coach who we had on the show about a month or so ago, I believe.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. Andre Fontenette. Andre, thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Thank you, fellas.
On my far left, the Section 5 Hall of Fame coach, Paul Brigandy.
Thank you, John. And congratulations, Coach Fontenette, on the head coaching job at Gates. Tell us, how's it been going?
2024 has been super hectic, just getting the job in April like we talked about and just trying to put everything together. There's a whole lot to put together besides just coaching ball on the field, so it's there's so many layers to it that I'm learning and trying to figure out, but it's been going smooth. I got a great staff and I got a great group of parents that have been helping me out. Making the transition go as smooth as possible. So far, so good.
So, speaking of that, you're talking about your staff. Many new faces on the coaching staff with you, or some of that have been in the past?
Right. Well, we moved up Jaquise Webb. We moved him from JV offensive line to the varsity offensive and defensive line. But we brought in Bobby Kachalova. He was with me at McQuaid. He's going to be coaching our defensive backs and receivers. And then we brought in Zane Howard from East Ridge over the last couple of years, and he's going to be our defense coordinator. And so far, so good. Those guys have been communicating well and teaching the kids everything they have to, all the details that they can really get to them as soon as possible. And so far, so good. It's just all about communicating with the kids and figuring out what's best for the program.
What are you looking for in something like this Westside football camp? And a lot of times it's the first time that you're getting your team together and able to compete against others.
Well, you're looking for, first and foremost, you want to stay healthy. That's the most important thing. You come to a camp like this and you got preseason camp starting in 2 or 3 weeks. Health is always important. But, just getting the kids to get comfortable with what we got going on in terms of the playbook, the more reps that they get, the better off we're going to be. And they've already shown great improvement in the past 4 weeks that we've been really repping against other teams and getting ready throughout the summer. So just the most reps that we can possibly get and trying to build that team continuity is going to be big. And then also, I think it's just also, finding some depth on our team. We're looking to have about 30 kids on the team, maybe just under. So, besides our kids that are going to be our starters, who else can contribute and what roles can they find throughout the program? Because we're going to need all 30 guys when it's all said and done.
And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be playing your opening game. Who do you got, and where's it at?
Opening game is against Rush Henrietta at Gates. It's a home game. Our first 2 games of the season are at home. We're lucky to start off the season at home, and it's going to be a battle because Rush Henrietta is a Class AA team. The coach has been there for a long time. He left and came back, and and they always do a good job. They're always competitive. They always have great athletes. So I'm expecting a great game. But most importantly, I'm hoping for my kids to just compete, learn how to compete, and continue to develop.
Yeah. Now, the one question I have is, and I know coaches and players, we play one team in a week. That's all we concentrate on. Is there anybody on the schedule right now that you're looking at saying, you know what, if we get them, we're going up the ladder?
Well, I think every game you always look at the year before and kind of decide what happened last year compared to what we expect this year.
Mm-hmm.
So last year we finished pretty well, pretty good at Gates. 5-3 with a coin flip to decide whether we made sectionals or not. And by the way, we lost that coin flip to Churchill Chilai, my alma mater. So if we were to pick any game for me, that would be it. For payback from last year for not making the playoffs.
How about now though? There's a coin flip right now with you at Churchville.
I expect us to call heads.
There you go. What are you going to call?
We're going to be in the play. But I don't expect my hope for the season, for the guys on the team, for the seniors especially, is for it to not even come down to a coin flip. I want our seniors to go out at least with a sectional playoff berth, and then we'll see what happens after that.
How many seniors do you have, Coach?
I think we got 8 seniors this year. We're a very young team. I think we're going to start. At this moment, we got 3 starters on the offensive line. They're only sophomores.
Okay.
We got a senior on the offensive line and then a junior on the offensive line. So we're fairly young up front. And, we're working on our strength and our speed and our technique and just overall knowledge of the playbook. And I think once those guys develop over the next 2-3 years, I think that we're going to be something special.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. Like we said,
Best
these
of
are
luck.
quick little interviews we're doing right now.
I love
And
it.
just wishing you luck on your season. And
We'll be following you, Coach.
Please do. Let me know when you guys come down. What you guys up.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Keeping it real, Section 5.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. We're back on, and we have Gates Chili, a couple players from Gates Chili. First of all, you guys, could you just introduce yourself and tell me your name, grade, number, and position?
I'm Antoine Davis, class of 2025, so I'm a big senior,
Okay.
and I play tight end and defensive.
All right.
My name is Gavin Sweeney, class of 2026, junior. I play quarterback, my number is 8.
Okay. Now, what are your expectations? Oh, let me go back. Sorry, Coach. Coach Brigandi to our left, Section 5 Hall of Famer. Coach?
And thank you, Johnny. And what I want to ask you guys is, you got a new head coach, new culture change there. How's been how the practices, the off-season workouts going with the new coaching staff, and how's everybody communicating together?
I think it's been going really well. Everything's going smooth. Like, everyone knows what they're doing and stuff. But, yeah.
I think that we can definitely improve the weight room a little more
Mhm.
as far as chemistry going on. We're doing amazing.
You know, I think obviously the coach looks at you two guys as leaders, of this team. And what type of message are you trying to send to your teammates about this upcoming season?
If we do our jobs, we're going to be a great team.
You know, being a leader is, it comes, there's pluses and minuses with it. The pluses are you're trying to lead your guys, guys that are your age into football games. The disadvantages are at times like you might get, who are you? Who do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Just be a leader. It looks like you two, that we just mentioned a short time ago, you two are leaders. Do that. Lead your team, because it's all about winning football games, right? Especially on this level.
And what do you guys do? You come to this Westside camp, and it's really the first time you're getting your whole team together, and you're competing against other teams that some of them you may play throughout the season, some of them you've heard about. And what are you guys trying to get out of this as the Gates Chili football team coming to this Westside camp?
We go to rep plays and know what we're supposed to do, our assignments and stuff, and get better every day.
Oh, good. That's of course. You want to get better every day, and you're better after tomorrow night than you were Monday before this all started. And I think that's a good attitude, good focus.
Now, you guys said you're opening up against Rush at home. First of all, that's got to be exciting, playing your first 2 games at your home field. I'm sure you guys are going to have some really good crowds. What do you guys know about Rush as far as, do you know anything about the players, like who they got coming back with? Or is it still too early for that?
I say for me it's too early. I know I definitely got to watch film, but
Yeah.
we just hoping that we can play the best, make no mistakes.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't really know anything either.
Okay.
It's just cut out. I can't hear anything. It just cut out, I think.
Oh, unless maybe
His
the switch might have slid down.
It's got to go up.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it should be okay.
I got
now.
it. You hear it? Can you hear yourself?
I can't hear myself now.
You can't hear yourself at all? Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. You don't. Let me just try that one and see. Let me see. All right.
Can you hear me?
Let's see that.
Paul, can you hear me?
No, we're not. We lost the connection on
The yellow?
the yellow.
All right, just use the mic.
Yeah,
We only
use
got a
my,
couple- we only got a
just
question.
you use my mic. Then.
No, his mic works.
Oh, his mic works.
It's just the headset doesn't.
Okay.
Talking to your mic.
Hello?
Yeah,
Everybody can hear that.
we
right?
hear you.
Yeah,
We
so
hear
the
you,
mic's
but
fine, the headset.
Headset is.
So,
What are some of your personal goals for this season? What are you individually trying to accomplish, and would make you very happy if you met your own individual goals?
Just play my heart out every game. I don't leave nothing on the field. That's about it.
For me specifically, I want 3 touchdowns or more, but I also can help my other teammates.
Good. All right, last question. Next year at this time, which one of you is the 12th grader? You're the 12th grader? What are you looking to be next year right now? Where would you hope to be? Going?
Playing college football. It's the dream.
Who's your favorite college team?
LSU.
All right, nice. Tigers. I know you got a year left at Gates. After Gates is over, what are you looking to do?
I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of lost right now, but
Hey, football seems to be the avenue. Go for it. Keep it going for it because it's only going to be there for so long. That playing thing. It's only going to be there for so long. If not, if you still enjoy it, um, we've had a lot of episodes about people in Rochester when they get done playing, like they're done at high school, they're still involved in sports. They're not playing the sports, but they're still involved in sports. It's something to think about as far as your life goals. All right.
And both of you, and you can, as leaders, communicate with your team. Work hard in the classroom too. For those of you that plan on going on to play college football, it's one of the first questions they're going to want to see your grades and transcripts. So don't neglect your studies and get every help you can get if you have any struggle in any particular class. Work hard in the classroom just like you work hard in the football field.
Okay. We want to thank you guys for being here. Appreciate your time. I know you guys got to get out there and start, running around and all that. Remember now at the end right now, what we're going to do, like a bug or something. Who knows? Remember at the end, 1, 2, 3, and then we say keeping it real.
Section 5 football.
Okay.
Point.
At the camera.
And actually at the camera right over here.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep it real. Section 5 football. All right, thank you guys.
And you know what? Best of luck.
Hello, everybody. We're back with our second interview, and right now we have the head coach of McQuaid High School, Coach Bobby Bates. Coach, thanks for being here.
Appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
And on my far left is Section 5 Hall of Famer, Coach Paul Brigandy.
Thank you, John. And let's start right away with Coach Bates. Again, congratulations on another sectional championship. And what is that, 4 or 5 in a row now?
It's 5
in a row. Yep. What do you do to get them ready for 6?
Well, when you have guys like the 2 gentlemen that are going to speak after me, makes things a lot easier. We have a lot of great kids in our program. We've got a lot of great people in our community, from our players to our parents to our support system, our administrators at school. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a fun ride, but it's the collaborative effort of everybody.
You got great from lower levels all the way up
Absolutely.
to the top. And I know we were just speaking earlier with Andre Fontenette. And I guess, Coach, I want to ask you, what changes do you have in the coaching staff? Any new additions? And obviously, he's a big for track. He's leaving.
No doubt. Losing Andre over to Gates is a big loss, but very happy for him, very excited for him as he takes on the head coaching job at Gates. We just did some restructuring and reshuffling around in our staff. We brought Coach Chris Urban, who was a former head football coach. He was doing our offensive line. He is now going to do our receivers. We brought Adam Terry, who was a ex-NFL star. He is now doing our offensive line. And we just kind of moved some things around, tweaked a couple things within the staff. And we also brought on Hunter Walsh, who was a quarterback for us about 6 years ago. Went on and played at St. John Fisher.
Yeah.
So we brought Hunter Walsh on. So we've just made a couple little adjustments, but everything else is staying the same, and guys are ready to go and work hard.
What do you look forward when you come to this Westside camp? I mean, you get to compete, obviously, against a lot of the top teams in this area. And, it gives you a chance, I guess, to evaluate some of the players that are now coming up to the varsity that were at the JV.
Yeah, I mean, first things first, let's just get our basic stuff in. Let's just get our major runs in, our basic pass concepts in.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing anything too crazy, but, let's get guys lined up the right way. But I think the biggest thing with a camp like this is it's, every time you go into a start of a season, doesn't matter about the athletes that you have. It's about how that team is going to gel together and work together.
Yes.
And this is really the first step in that process because we're able to take our team and go on against other teams. So, forget X's and O's, forget about who the Jimmies and the Joes are. Even it's about, can the group come together as a collaborative unit, and that's our first step. And to me, the Westside camp really kicks that off. And we've been doing the Westside camp for a number of years now. Actually, I was just talking to one of my coaches, and the two guys are, come on, this is your last Westside camp. You guys have been doing this now for a bunch of years, and but it's all about getting that team together, because I don't care what you say. We talk about the 5 sectional championships. The team has to come together. You can have great athletes, mediocre athletes. If you don't have a team that gels and bonds and gets together, it doesn't matter what you have. That has to happen in order to be successful.
What do you have as far as seniors? What are your numbers of returns?
We're going to have, I think it'll end up being 23 seniors. So we have, and that's kind of been our number for the past few years. We hang around between the 20 to 25 area with seniors. And a lot of great kids who have played, some of those kids, this will be their 3rd year, some will be their 2nd year. It's a great opportunity for them. It's a lot of fun for them. And we want to make sure they go out on the right note.
That's great, though. We talked to Coach Lapani yesterday. He was our first interview, and I said to him, talking about his team and your team, I said, whenever I go to watch Hilton or McQuaid play, you're just impressed with the numbers. The numbers, we know it. People in the stands may not. It takes you a long way. Having kids, because part of football is, injuries and, that stuff, and who can step in and who can replace this kid for how long or whatever. So your numbers is just,
it's come a long way. I would say in 2017, I think we had 90 kids in the entire McQuaid football program. That's top to bottom. That's modified through varsity. Right now, as of today, we have 154.
Wow.
So we've jumped it up pretty good, and that's a tribute to everybody involved in that. The kids in the school, the older kids passing down the torch a little bit, getting kids excited to play, our administrators supporting it, our coaching staff that just tries to get more and more kids to play every year. So you're right, numbers is power in numbers, right? So
yes, it is.
So we've got a great thing going with that, and just excited about our football program. It's fun when I'm trying to order everything, because you got to order so much stuff, or our AP doesn't like it.
There's pros and cons,
because the price tag goes up.
Well, that's a part of success, though.
And you got a couple weeks, and was it Jamestown opening game?
Lancaster.
I'm sorry, Buffalo area. Yeah.
So we're playing Section 6 Lancaster week 1. That's something that Coach Rupp and I have talked about. We played them in the state quarterfinals in 2019. We played them out at Brockport. And ever since we played that game, we've always communicated with each other, hey, we'd love to get each other on the schedule if we ever could.
Okay.
And this year, with having an open or a bye week scheduled for week 1, we were able to, it all worked out, and we were able to get the game. So we're going to go to Lancaster. We've never been there before. Sounds like it's a tremendous atmosphere. I think it's one of those places that the whole town comes out and watches. And
yes,
I was told that there might be 2,000 to 3,000 people at the game.
Awesome.
So, but I think it's a really cool community, and Lancaster is a great football team. That what I notice about them is their kids are always in the right spot at the right time, doing the right thing, and it's certainly a challenge for us, and we're looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's made our preseason real interesting with our film study and everything like that with them, and just scheming for them. It's neat.
Friday night game or Saturday?
It's a Friday night game in Lancaster, so looking forward to that.
The countdown begins.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The countdown clock's been going on in my office ever since we got back from playing Bennett last year. We started that countdown clock right away. So, no, we're excited about it.
My last question to you is, and I'm going to ask you the question. I know the answer, but I just got to do it. And I've said to every coach so far, on your schedule, all the coaches, we play 1 week at a time. We're a 1 week at a time team. I get it. But there's that one team. And we were talking about it, the last time with the rivals, when we were talking,
No doubt.
What week is that, by the way? The Aquinas.
October 4th. So week
four?
4 or 5.
Something like that. And I know that circles out a lot of people, but with you and, your players and everybody, it's that 1 week at a time mentality. You just got to maintain, just stay with it. Hey, wish you all the luck this
Thank
year.
you very much. I appreciate it, guys.
No,
Thanks a lot.
appreciate you.
Thanks a lot.
Best of luck, Coach.
Thanks for everything you guys are doing for Section 5. It's awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. We're back on, and we have two players here from McQuaid High School. Hey, guys, welcome on the show. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Will DeMarco, quarterback, senior number 8.
Alan Smith, running back, linebacker, and I'm going to my senior year.
Well, we're happy to have both of you on, and I guess the first question I want to ask you is, after winning 5 straight sectional titles, and Coach looking to you guys as leaders, what are you trying to interject in this team for the 2004 season?
I think it's just resiliency. We've always been a team to put our head down and just grind. I think at the end of the day, any team's capable of doing it. It's just going to have the right group of guys, and that's what we're building here at this camps previously in the past weeks. So I think it's just resiliency and just getting a bond with a certain group of guys, and anything's possible once you get that bond and chemistry.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it's just building that chemistry with the guys, and we've been doing that all summer with lifting and conditioning at McQuaid, and it's just kind of how much you really care about the guy next to you, and so with that, it kind of brings the team together, and that will take you a long way.
But I like that, you're talking about your off-season workouts, and again, how what's very impressive about McQuaid is you have great numbers at all the levels. So the younger kids are learning, how it's done, and you guys as leaders are passing that on, so the next group that comes up knows the McQuaid way of doing things. And that. What do you guys get? What do you look forward to in a camp like this? The Westside camp. You have your team together. You're competing against other schools, and what's something you're looking at as a team?
As a team, I think we just gotta know our concepts. I don't think it comes down to the plays. I think it comes down to the concept. If everybody knows where they're going, what we're supposed to do, what we're developing, I think we're gonna come together. So basically, something out of this, I think we should just build development just to get ready for the season, because sooner or later, first week's gonna come and it's coming faster than we
Yeah, I mean, as much as it's about X's and O's and getting all your stuff down, I think it's a lot just about coming out and competing against other teams, and that competitive aspect of camps like this. There's really no pressure to perform. You're not going to win a sectional championship at this camp, so it's kind of just going out and competing and giving it your best. And I think that's what makes camps like this super special. It's you can come out and compete against all teams all over Rochester.
And I think too is we had spoke what a great program you have there with 5 straight sectional titles, and basically you guys are the hunted now. When we were talking to Coach Bates about some games that he may circle throughout the season, you will be circled by many teams when they have the opportunity to play you guys, and just to make sure that your team is prepared as best for that challenge.
I'm sure you guys understand that, some years back, you guys were looking to beat teams. Now the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah.
And so now it's when you play Lancaster, your first game, that's their sectional championship game. That's their state championship game. And that's the way you got to go into it. And then you guys know it, but you got to relay that message, because that's very important. You can't really take a step back. Everybody's coming at you, and you just got to keep it going. Now, give me a personal goal, something that you want to achieve this year that you haven't done so far. What do you want to do?
I mean, as much as I would love individual awards, it's more about how I'm going to be remembered as a player more than how I'm going to perform. And so I kind of just want to be a guy that leads a young group of guys to another sectional championship and get 6 in a row. And so that's really my individual goal. AGR and stuff like that are great, but it's just kind of about how good of a leader I can be and how I can bring this team closer together.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think like Will said, as much as I'd love to leave Section 5 with an individual stats, I think it's more of how we leave the message to the kids that are stepping into our shoes next year. that comes like we gotta learn and teach the kids below us that we gotta put we before me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that with that message laying to the kids coming up, filling our shoes, I think that's the best. That's the best stats we can put up, and that's going to be within our school. And that together we can defend our titles and keep ranking.
That's great. That's awesome. Anything else, Paul?
No, other than a year from now, where do you expect to be? Or where would you like to be?
I'm looking to play college football, so the whole recruiting process is still kind of unfolding for me, and I'm kind of figuring that all out. But playing college football at a good school is kind of.
Who's your favorite college team?
I don't know. Ohio State, maybe.
Okay. Who's your favorite team in college?
Well, as of right now, I'm keeping my options open. I do participate in 2 sports other than football. I do football and then I run track.
Nice.
So right now, I'm looking at UCLA in California and the University of Miami in Florida. So
Hello.
right now, I'm just keeping my options open just to see what I want to do.
Hey,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm not looking to play at Ohio State. That's
No,
just my favorite team.
Well,
I hear you. No, I know.
you know what? That's great. And, continue the hard work on the football field along with continue hard work in the classroom. And you'll have so many different opportunities and you'll be able to make a choice.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Now you guys got to get out and do your thing. Hey, have fun. This is your last time with it. I know you've been on varsity 3 years or 4 years.
4.
You were as a freshman, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So enjoy every practice. Season goes by fast.
I coached one quick one. I used to coach in the Aquinas. I know. Just go with it.
Yeah.
But I had a kid that was a 4-year starter, and by senior year, you see him so much. His name was Devin Warrington, who, by the way, just got inducted in the Section 5 Hall of Fame. So he's a pretty good player. But anyways, coming out to practice his senior year, I was like, man, I thought you graduated last year. Did you graduate? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then I come out with a newspaper. So I'm looking at the newspaper. What are you doing with the newspaper? I go, this is old news. Your picture's on it. It's it's almost time for you to get going. You know what I mean? But hey, good luck to you guys. And just one day at a time and keep it rolling. All right. Thanks a lot.
Wait, before you go, we got one last thing. We're going to face this camera, and how we end each show is we'll point at the camera. We'll say, "Keeping it real, Section 5 football." We're going to do that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Keeping it real, Section 5 football.
Thank you.
Thank
you guys. You're
Best of luck.
Appreciate
Best
you.
of luck. You guys are great.
Hold on. Hello, everybody. We're back on again with our third episode, and we are here with the head coach from Spencerport. But first, let me introduce my partner on my far left, Section 5 Hall of Famer, Paul Brigani. Paul.
Thank you, John, and great to have Coach Hugelmaier here with us today from Spencerport.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me.
That, and I guess we'll start out right away. What are you looking for at this camp with your team?
Yeah, we kind of call it the dress rehearsal for the season. Obviously, we start the season in a couple weeks here, and we've been doing a lot of work in the spring and in the summer, and this is kind of the culmination of everything we've done. So at this point in the season, unlike the old days, you kind of want to be hitting on all cylinders and getting our fundamental plays in offensively and defensively, and looking good for the season. So.
Well, let's start right with the coaching staff. Any new coaches, new additions this year at any other levels?
No, we're bringing everybody back from last year, so we're good going. Very lucky.
I know a lot of those guys on your staff. You guys have worked together in other places.
Yeah, we are all together at Wilson, as you know, from East. So very, very fortunate to have those guys with me, and they're kind of my right-hand men, and they've done it before. They've kind of been there, done it. Mm-hmm. It's great to bounce ideas off of them and have a sounding board for different situations.
It sure is. You got a great staff with you. And tell us a little bit about the team as far as how many seniors do you have returning? Is this a younger group? Is it an experienced group? Where are you?
Yeah, definitely younger. We had 22 seniors last year.
Wow.
Only about 8 this year. So we've got a few sophomores up on varsity, a pretty big junior class. So we'll be young, but the good news is we did have a lot of those younger guys get experience last year. So we're returning about half of our offense and defense. So we're, in that respect, we're doing this.
What is your varsity number going to be around this year?
We'll be about 30,
Good.
30-ish. Our JVs and our modified program actually have really big numbers.
That's
so
awesome.
JV will be about 50 and modified somewhere in there as well. So
Mm-hmm.
the senior, like I said, the senior class this year is pretty light, but after that our numbers will look pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, I think it came into it was last year. It was your first. So,
Right.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
And how is it now after having a year under your belt there? You've learned the players; they know you a little better, and just the continuity of the workouts, the terminology, all the progressions that way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. Last year, as a first-year head coach, you're kind of swimming with paperwork and things that really don't involve football. This year, I feel like it's been a lot more concentration on the X's and O's and trying to figure that aspect of it out. So, it's kind of like playing. Things slow down a little bit after you've done every year. So, it's been smooth this year.
What are your goals this year as a coach? What are you looking for as far as yourself? We talk about self goals and team goals, and a lot of people are like, we're about a team, it's a team, but you have individual goals, something that you want to achieve yourself. What is that?
For our program, I mean, we're a program, we're a public high school, so we build kind of from the ground up.
Okay.
We're really doing a lot of work with our youth program right now, with the Junior Rangers. I played at Spencerport. I'm from Spencerport.
Oh.
I live in Spencerport, so a lot of the Junior Rangers people are people that I played with that I know pretty well. So we're kind of trying to build things from the ground up, and we're going to take a lot of pride in that. We had a youth camp a couple weeks ago. We had over 100 kids there.
Wow,
Fantastic.
that's awesome.
So that's kind of where we're at with a program. We don't have the luxury of 6-7 guys transferring in every year.
Yeah.
We got to build it from the bottom up.
That's awesome, though.
And the hard work, the weight room, and all the things you're doing in the off season. Keep it up.
100%, yeah.
Keep it up.
Your first game, Brockport.
Yep.
What do you know about that as far as going in this year?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a battle. They've got a lot of guys coming back. Obviously, their quarterback's gonna be back this year. We played them in a tough game last year. We expect the same this year. So it's gonna be a good game.
Good.
Good luck with that. And
That's about it. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks you for being
Thanks a
here.
lot.
Good
Thanks
luck
for
to you
having me.
this year.
Yeah.
Have a great
good
year.
job, Cole. It's good seeing
Yeah,
you.
thanks for everything.
Say hello to your assistants
Will
for me.
do. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. We're back again. We have a couple special guests here from Spencerport. I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves.
Mari Marion and Smith, class of 26. I play running back and wide receiver and outside linebacker.
What number are you?
Number 2.
Number 2.
I'm Myron German, class of 2025. I play guard and DN, number 72.
Thank you. And to my far left is Section 5 Hall of Famer Coach Paul Brigani. Paul,
Thank
here
you.
we go again.
Thank you, John. And we had mentioned we like it that we have 2 guys already over here with the shoulder pads on.
I like it.
They're ready to go.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we like to see.
Yes, sir.
I guess I want to ask you guys right away, how's the off-season workouts been going? And tell me a little bit about this Spencerport team.
Yeah, it's been a lot of grinding, a lot of weightlifting. All of our players are getting stronger and faster in the weight room. I could see it in myself. I could see it in Myron, and we're all just working.
Yeah, at this point, all our plays are pretty much down. It's just little stuff like what side your head has to be on and all that. So we're kind of winding down to become a really good offense and defense.
Well, obviously, Coach Hugelmaier looks at you 2 guys as leaders for the upcoming season. And I guess if you're putting in that role of a leader, what are you going to try to transfer onto this team?
Well, I just think all of us being on the same page throughout the game and through practice, just make sure we're all doing what we're supposed to, and just not having stupid penalties. Like we had a lot of penalties last year for saying stuff after the whistle, and just making sure our guys are under control.
Yeah, we're gonna have to clean down the penalties and plays. Like everyone's gonna have a bad play, so make sure we bring up our teammates so they know that they're there. We're there for them, and that the next play they can go and make a play.
Well, I like that. You look back into last year's season and you're already looking for ways of improvement. And you mentioned eliminating some of those penalties that mistakes that end up costing them. in a ball game. So I think those corrections will definitely help you, throughout this season. And that. But keep up the good work. We're looking forward to watching you. And I guess what do you look for? You guys are here at this Westside camp, and I'd ask Coach this, but when you have your teammates all here, you're competing against some of these teams you may even play throughout the season. And what do you look forward to at something like this Westside camp?
Well, I like gameplay, just all of us being together, build better chemistry, and when you get the film, you can watch what you do through each play to get better. I personally get really good throughout my film. I just get better because I see what I do, what cuts I make, and what cuts I could have made, and what holes are open. So that really helps me out.
I think there's a lot of when you can make a lot of good plays out here. It's not in game yet, but it builds up your confidence. And then when you do have mistakes, you can go back and watch what you did. That way you're ready for the regular season.
All right, last question I want to ask you guys is, which one's the senior, which one's the junior?
I'm a senior.
You're the senior? Next year at this time, what is your goal? Where would you like to be doing?
Well, I recently committed to Rutgers University.
Oh, congratulations.
Praise God. So
That's fantastic.
so next year I'm going to try to go down there and just do my best.
Good for you. Congratulations. Now you're a junior. You're going to be back for your senior year.
So I'll just keep playing football. Hopefully I get an offer like him.
Yeah.
The same way.
Nice. Well, I just want to say thank you to you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And at the end now, what we do at the end is we're going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn and point at the microphone and say, "Keeping it real, Section 5 football." Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keeping it real, Section 5 football. Thank you guys.
And best of luck to you all.
Thank you guys.
Go guys.
Hello, everybody. We're back on air again. We're with our 4th interview of the day. And today we have the head coach from Greece, Olympia.
Coach Cesarano is with us. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome, and we're glad to have you aboard. And actually, glad to have Greece Olympia back at the Westside camp. I know you came last year, and this year you brought even more numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been one of the goals here. My first year was last year. They haven't had Westside camp here in a while, even though it's been here.
Mm-hmm.
So number one goal is to get back into that. So last year we started off with our varsity team because there wasn't a JV team prior to that.
Right.
So my first goal as a head coach was to rebuild that JV program so we could have more success in development at the younger level, and then we would get them prepared for varsity.
Right.
So last year we had a freshman team. So last year we only had 17 varsity players show up to Westside, which was low numbers, but that was expected being the first time. And then through hard work over the past year, we built the JV program back up. Now we got 23 kids at JV. There's more actually, but they just didn't sign up. But we got
They'll be here.
they'll be here for the start of the season. So we got about 36 JV kids, which is awesome. And then varsity is going to have 23 kids total. Tonight we got 20 kids here.
Well, what does something like this going to the Westside camp, do to your program as far as being able to evaluate some of these younger players that are now going to be playing at the varsity level?
Yeah, exactly what you just said. So right now we got newcomers coming that are younger, some upcoming juniors that haven't played. So we got that. But it's also an opportunity for me to see what kids fit. Working on where they got belong. Maybe someone can be shifted to another position, which is what we've been working on. Cross training kids for our team as well, because we got 23 guys. We got to make sure to be able to play at every position. So it's been really great learning wise. It's helping them out tremendously. We've been seeing some success, and I think it's really helpful developmentally for us to get this 11 on 11. Because last year we could only do 7 on 7.
Yeah.
And with my type of offense, the passing isn't really my focus. My focus is more throwing. So that's where we're at with that. So having 11 on 11 has been tremendous for us to see that, make those changes and adjustments. I've already been able to talk with the kids, make those fixes and all that.
That's awesome.
Now, Coach, you had mentioned, putting together a JV program, modified program. Any new additions to the coaching staff or changes from last year to this year on your staff?
Yeah, we've been adding more coaches to the program. We've been bringing in more, I want to say in district, so more coaches from Olympia and Odyssey was a big thing. We had a lot of outside coaches. So now we have 8 coaches that are in between Odyssey and Olympia, and we have 2 outside coaches.
That's a great pipeline between both places. Yeah.
Right, so we got 2 coaches. Well, technically 3. One's over there. So we have 3 coaches at Odyssey. Coach Walker, he's a varsity coach over there, and then our 2 JV coaches are both over there as well. So we got that over there, and then the rest of the guys, we have 3 coaches at Modified, all at Olympia, and then we have myself, Coach Daroff at Olympia as well, and we have that. And our outside coach is, he has a lot of experience, and he's doing great with the kids.
And explain a little bit. I know you were playing an independent football schedule.
Yep.
And explain a little bit about independent and the upcoming 2024 football schedule.
The reason for the independent schedule was because, like I said, prior years there hasn't been a JV program. So the last time I coached, before I came here, the last time I coached a JV team from Olympia was 3-4 years ago. So it's been 9 through 12 on varsity, which unfortunately it's not preparing anyone for the varsity level. You have freshmen coming up out of Modified, and Modified, their rules are different. So you have that as well. And then when you get up to that next level, it's so much more physicality, it's so much faster, and that was my number one goal, is to rebuild that. So that's why we definitely had to rebuild that JV team in order to develop players so they're ready to go at the varsity level. So I didn't also hesitant on pulling kids up as well, because I want kids to start developing more and then seeing if they're ready to go up. I don't want to just have them go up immediately. So they need that extra development. It's been helpful.
Well, it's nice that you're explaining it, because we're seeing more and more teams go the independent route. And I think a lot of those fingerless teams do that this year.
Yeah, there's one thing I'd like to let you know about. I watch Olympia football. I have a special place in my heart for Olympia football. When I first started coaching football with Coach Brigandi, 1982, we coached here together.
Okay.
And this is where we started our coaching. I was fortunate enough to coach here. I left. I came back and coached again when Timmy Hill was the head coach, Dave Neiman, and myself. And 98, we were, however you want to say it, we were lucky, fortunate, good. We won sectionals. And that was really a highlight as far as my coaching and all that. It was very, very special group of kids. They're in your school. They're not just some school or some. These are the kids that went to Olympia, and they had a lot of pride. They had a ton of pride, and I just watch you guys. I watch you guys on YouTube, and and all that stuff. I may come up. I only live about a mile away from here. I'll come up and watch some games and that. Still special to me. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you guys can do a little special work this week.
We like what you're doing with the program, Coach, and building it back and getting it strong. So keep up the good work, and we look forward to following you throughout the season, and keep it going. Keep that rolling.
As well.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Appreciate it.
Folks, go get them.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. We're back again. And this episode, we have 2 players from Greece Olympia High School. But first, let me introduce my partner to my far left, Section 5 Hall of Famer, Paul Brigandi.
Thank you, John.
Paul.
And gentlemen, if you could just tell your name, your grade, your position, and your number.
Matthew Valcenti, quarterback, number 7, and I'm a senior.
Brendan Lester, running back, the senior.
Well, obviously, Coach Cesarano looks at you guys as leaders for the upcoming season. And explain a little bit about, you're going to have a leadership role. How are you going to transfer that, some of your goals onto to your teammates?
Well, it means a lot when he looks at us like that. And I just know as a leader, I'd like to keep my team's head straight. If we start winning games and we start getting good, we don't want guys to get big heads and go into a game thinking it's all we want. And the NFL would say any given Sunday, so we just got to keep our head straight and locked in the season.
That's good. That's very good.
And I guess, after last season, you had the successes, wins in football games. What are you looking for as some of the goals, team goals for this season?
I'm just looking for the team to stay ready for anything. They might think the games are easy, but we got to stay prepared for everything.
Be prepared. And when you talk about preparation, tell us a little bit about what you guys have done as a team in the off season to get ready for this upcoming.
They've been working out like crazy. Everybody's been showing up, going to the weight room. We've had 6 to 8 to spring training. So we've all been really working hard, and we just try to get the best work we can. The coaches have been great, and just pushing us and trying to make it the best players we can be.
And were both you guys at this camp last year?
Yes.
You both were. So tell me the difference now with having bringing pretty much a full team here compared to last year, and how are things going so far after somewhere in the second night?
Having more people, we get other people reps and compared to the season. We don't have the same people in the field all the time.
It definitely is much different. We did only 7-on-7s last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
being prepared with the 11-on-11 and really getting the game like field and these good programs and these good schools, it's big for us. It really can help when it comes to playing in the school they're going to play and having that experience as a team.
Now, as a former coach at Olympia, like I was talking to Coach earlier about, this field, this place is very special to me. It means a lot. And coming up, watching you guys play, just if you see me at the fence line or whatever, just hop over and say, "Hey, Coach." Like I said, this place is very, very special, and hopefully that it becomes special for you guys later in life. This football thing is just something that we're only around for just a little bit of time, but the rest of your life is that. You're both 12th graders. Next year at this time, what do you hope to be doing?
For me, I definitely want to be in college. Hopefully doing some college ball, and we'll just. Yeah.
Okay.
Look forward to go to college.
Playing ball, continuing, all that. I don't know if I remember her. Who's your first game?
Cardinal here.
Oh, okay. I played that. When I was at another school, we played them. They're not bad. That's good. That's good. Is it here or over there?
It's here.
It's here. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing. If you ever play there, we played there once when I was over at leadership. They have a cannon in the end zone. Every time they score a touchdown they blow this cannon off. And I was telling all our kids before the game, don't let them blow the cannon off because it's unbelievable. So anyways, they scored. They blew the cannon. Everybody, thank God you got them here. I just want to wish you guys good luck and have yourselves a great season. And I will be around. Just poking my head around, just saying hi, and I wish you guys all the best of luck. All right.
And I was going to say, and both of you as leaders, continue, working your team hard. And again, not only on the football field, but in the classroom. For a lot of the guys that want to go on and continue to play college football, one of the first questions those college recruiters are going to want to see the grades. And the better grades you have, the more opportunities you have.
Okay. Now, one thing we do at the end of our show, it's called Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. It's the name of our show. We're going to look at the camera or say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn the point and say Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep it real, Section 5 Football. Have a great night.
Thank you. Best of luck to you guys this year. Go get them.
I got to bring it up a little more. Here's a little bit of Westside camp. We got all over here right now on this side. We have U-Prep on offense, Spencerport on defense. Now on the other side is Eastridge on defense, and McQuaid is on offense. They're doing 7-on-7. Eastridge is a little low on lineman to me. So that's why they're just doing 7-on-7. And in the background, you have McQuaid's lineman over there working a little bit. And coming back over here, there we go. You got U-Prep. That's not the same kid that was, oh, boy. Looks like an accordion. And then on the backfield over there, it looks like we have Gates Chilai, East. I'm going to say Aquinas probably back there. Over to my right, which you can't see, that Aquinas and Churchville. we have 12 teams here. And Coach Castorino, how many JV teams do we at present? Do you know? 12. Is there 12? So there's 24 teams, JV and varsity.
Is that running back from the front?
CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just up here.
Oh, he was one of the two.
He was the one sitting next to me. He had that real deep voice. A little bit of that, and then we come back over here. And we'll watch one more play, and then we'll put the camera in the last two interviews. Wow, what a catch! You see that? Oh, that's interference. Roughing the passer. Okay, that could be enough of this for right now.
Who saw McQuaid open up?
They open up with Lancaster. Okay, that's a little bit of Westside camp right now. Hello, everybody. This is John Morone on Keeping It Real Section 5 Football. This is our 5th interview today. We've done 5 schools, and I guess we're going to save the best for last.
There you go. I was about to say that.
Right? Well, I got to say it too because this is my, I'm an Aquinas guy. So I like to Aquinas. I coach their Aquinas. So this is special in my heart. Okay? Just really happy to have all you guys here right now. Let's get into it first. First, I got to introduce my partner, Section 5 Hall of Famer, Paul Brigani. Paul?
Thank you, John. And we'll get started. Coach Jackson, great season last year. And, what's next now as we move forward the second year? And I know that you get your feet wet. They learn a little of your terminology. You learn who the players are. And we got a new season to be excited about.
Yeah, it was a lot of learning last year for myself as well. I had to learn the high school game and do's and don'ts from the style of football that I like to play. But this year, I like to say that we're looking to build off last year. Looking to be better, of course. We're looking to contend for a title. Our guys are seasoned now. We got a year under our belts with each other. And we're picking it all up. It's looking good right now. We got some ways to go, but I think we're going to grow and gain there.
And Coach, what do you look forward in a camp like this? It's a Westside camp. They have the opportunity to compete against some other schools, fine programs in the area. And what are you looking forward to? I know you do have some younger players now that will be playing at the varsity level. It gives them an opportunity to compete.
Yeah, my main objective for coming into the Westside camp this year was to get our guys some live action. Letting our young guys get the speed of the game early so they can know what to expect once the bullets start flying. We want to make sure that guys get a lot of reps, but more importantly, we want to come out healthy.
Absolutely.
Going into the season with all our guys gives us the best chance at contending and doing the things that we want to do as far as reaching our goals. So, we wanted to make sure our guys got the speed of the game, and then make sure that we can work against some guys that are so covered.
Absolutely. And Coach, any changes in your coaching staff now, second year in, anyone that has been brought in, or any changes at any of the levels?
Yeah, I got in addition to our offensive side of the ball and special teams, my younger brother Eddie Jackson.
You know him very well.
He's handling the receivers for me and help out the passing game, so we're excited about having him. Just another great set of eyes and ears for us, and somebody that the guys can learn from. So it's, I like to say I taught him everything that he knows. He surpassed me in everything in high school football. So I got to watch how I talk.
Both of you are fantastic players, so we know that. Very well known in Section 5.
one question or a couple questions I have is watching you guys. I probably watched you guys maybe 3 or 4 times last year in person. Went down and watched. Um, I seen you guys grow as a team. Your kids got better as the season went on, and then I know at the end you had some injuries. You know when you guys played McQuaid there, but you guys grew as a team, and your kids really came together. And I think that's a pretty big issue, to try to get to this year.
Yeah. We had an awakening last year. We lost the game in Pittsburgh 6-0.
Oh, yeah.
And we went in, and that night I went straight home and I jumped on the film. And the things that I saw, it was actually a blessing for us. Honestly, of course we don't want to lose the game. We would have liked to win 7-6, but the loss really opened our eyes up, and we were able to go in and watch the film, see the things that we were doing wrong. We had a big issue with guys paying attention to detail. It starts with me first, and emphasizing those things. But when guys saw for themselves what we were doing wrong, we cleaned it up, and that's when we ran off 4 straight.
I just give you, a lot of credit to you, your players, and your staff. Like I said, as your season went along last year, I seen it grow and getting better, confidence and all that. So
Absolutely.
hopefully this year with these 3 guys right here, there'll be good staples as far as getting the season off to the right foot. Your first game, Bishop Timing.
Yeah.
It's at Aquinas. Do you know anything about them as far as?
We watch film, but you never know what to expect. Coming into the first game of the year, they got all off season to prepare. So we're going to just try to get our guys as well prepared as we can. Coming from where I come from in football, that's where you win football games, is the preparation part of it. So we're going to try to look for tendencies and learn the coaches, because that's what we got to go off in that being our first game.
Yeah.
Can't really go off what they did last year, because they got enough time to switch up everything up completely. So we're gonna make sure our guys just know how to align and go out and run and have fun. Hopefully we come out and do what we need to do on September 6th.
Okay.
And speaking of that, Coach, what do you have returning back as far as a senior class? How many seniors do you have returning, and what type of experience do you have in that?
We're still a young team. Some of our main guys are seniors this year. Lucas has been here forever. He's going to head up the team, like he's been doing for the last 4 years. We got a young group that is up and coming, but our seniors are definitely driving the best. Fontenette, of course, he's got all the eyes on him. And looking to see what he's going to do. And we got a group of guys that I'm very, very excited about. From seniors, juniors, sophomores. We're looking to play some good football.
Well, we're excited to watch you. We wish you the best of luck, and maybe this year you'll have the black and white.
That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate
you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. We're back again. Now we have 3 football players from Aquinas. First of all, I'd like you guys to introduce yourselves and tell us your name, number, position, and what year you're in.
Lucas Leone, class of 2025, senior, linebacker, number 55.
Monte Gileads, DM, senior, number 6, and community circles.
CJ Flaherty, class of 2026, linebacker, number 11.
Well, again, we talked about last year how you made it to the championship game, and what have you been doing in the off season to work hard to this year to win that championship? What have you been doing as a team?
All off season we've been lifting. In June we've been really getting going. We've been practicing almost 3-4 times a week, sometimes 5. So we've really been getting going early, and I think that's been good for us.
Anybody else?
You get it. You got it.
Okay. All right, and tell us about attending this Westside camp where you're competing against some of the better teams. Mm-hmm. Some of them teams you may even play come sectional time. Right. What's that do to your team?
I'd say it boosts our morale out of everything else, because we all know each other, football community or whatever like that, and it's just good to finally get the pass against somebody else.
I think that it's been a great first 2 days. We've competed really well, but I think we all know that we can't win a championship in August. We got to keep building off of all of this.
Yeah, it's been great. Like learning what we're supposed to be. Being as a team. I think it's great to hit another player and not your own teammate because it's a different type of feeling and your adrenaline's going. So it's good to have that experience.
Well, I know Coach Jackson looks at you three as leaders of this 2024 Aquinas team, and I guess your role as a leader on the team. What are you trying to instill in the rest of your team, and show explain some of the examples of what you guys are doing to lead this team?
I'd definitely say most importantly confidence because, like Coach Mo said, we're a young team still, and we know that me and Lucas were seniors. This is our last year, so confidence. Don't get down on them if they make mistakes. I'm just saying that everybody's gonna make mistakes, including us, obviously, and just bounce back and get to the next play.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I got is communication. We try to bring everyone together. As long as we're letting know what we've done wrong, what they've done wrong, what we've done good, what they've done good. It's good to have that communication and let each other know,
What are your guys' expectations? Give me. I know you don't like. Players don't like to talk about their individual, but you guys have goals for yourself. What are the goals that you guys want to meet, and what is your team goal? So, what is your personal goal? What do you want to try to accomplish this year? This is your 4th year on the varsity.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot of players could say that. When I was at Aquinas, coaching at Aquinas, we had a 4-year player. His name was Devin Warrington, and matter of fact, he just got inducted into the Section 5 Hall of Fame about a month ago. And he used to come out to practice his senior year, and I would look at him and say, "Didn't you graduate already?" And I said, "You've been here forever." But that's very special, especially at Aquinas. So, what is your goal this year for you?
Personally, I would like to make all Greater Rochester for the 3rd time. And then I would like to make a higher all-state team this year.
Okay.
And then as a team, I would very love to have a sectional title as well as state title. I think that would be great. I think we have the capability, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me, I feel like I'm gonna lead. My personal goal is leading the section in the state with sacks for sure. Like Lucas said, I want to make AGR for the first year. I felt like I should have made it last year, but maybe for the first year, all state, higher, all state 2, and brick and ring.
Yep.
I think my main goal, I don't have much personal, but I just want to win a championship, and making AGR would be great, but I just want to hang a couple championships in Aquinas and make my mark.
I tell you, I went to Aquinas. I coached at Aquinas. I was fortunate enough to be on 4 state championship teams. This is something I can tell you guys that I can't tell any other team. And you guys see it every day when you walk through the halls. You see the bricks. You see the state championships. Aquinas can do it. The only team out here, Aquinas can do that. You just got to get it set in your mind, get your teammates together, everybody get on the same page, and do what you got to do. Coach?
I'm good.
You good?
Do you have anything else to ask? I guess we wanted to ask some of those seniors what they plan on doing a year from now. What's their plan?
What are you planning on doing? A year from right now, what are you?
Right now, I'm just feeling it out. Hopefully, after the football season, I really have an idea, but I will be playing football in college.
Who's your favorite college team?
My favorite college is Ohio State.
Nice. That's the 3rd one. I'm not going to ask you. What?
Obviously after college, I'm only a junior, but obviously after high school, I want to be playing on Saturdays anywhere. But I think my favorite team in college football is Clemson.
Okay, nice.
And what I want to say to you leaders, not only on the football field, what you got to convey to your teammates, but you also got to make sure that they're doing well in the classroom, because all those colleges that will recruit someday, one of the first questions, they want to see your grades and your transcripts. So do not neglect your studies, and make sure that you're getting the attention and spending the time doing this.
One thing I got to say, then we'll get you guys out of here. I know it's getting late. For the people that were watching yesterday's episodes, we had some technical difficulties when the weather came through last night. When we had a delay, it kind of messed up our Wi-Fi, and the sound wasn't great. I apologize for that. Hopefully tonight everything's a lot better, and just keep on watching, and that'll be it for now. Now at the end, what we do at the end now, the name of our channel is Keep It a Real Section 5 Football. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, we'll all turn a point, and we'll say Keeping it real, Section 5 football. Okay? You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keeping it real, Section 5 football. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Best of luck. We'll be watching this year.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In about 2 minutes, I'm going to go out to the middle of the field.